Sh43 billion, approved outside the law. This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover how the National Treasury is under fire for a massive, irregular spending spree and what it means for every Kenyan taxpayer. Meet Margaret Nyakango, the controller of budget. Her job is to guard the public purse. And right now, she's sounding the alarm. The National Treasury is facing scrutiny over Sh43 billion in additional allocations that she says were approved outside the law. But here's the twist. This isn't just about a number. It's about a constitutional breach that could set a dangerous precedent. According to Nyakango, the extra funds include Sh33, 54 billion for recurrent expenditure, and Sh9, 95 billion for development projects. The State Department for Transport and the Treasury itself are the top beneficiaries. She argued that some of the spending covers foreseeable costs, like pending COVID-19 bills, which should have been in the original budget approved by Parliament. During the 2025-26 fiscal period, Treasury Cabinet Secretary John M. Badi authorized the Sh43, 5 billion, without following legal procedures. The largest allocations went to the State Department for Transport, which received Sh6, 3 billion, and the Treasury, which got Sh4, 6 billion. Nyakango raised a critical point. Some of these expenses were predictable. She pointed out payments for COVID-19 pending bills that were due more than 6 years ago. These should have been accounted for in the budget approved by Parliament in June 2025. And here's the part that will blow your mind. Article 223 of the Constitution allows for extra funding during budget implementation, but it requires Parliament to approve the withdrawals within 2 months of the first release. Nyakango noted that more than 5 months have passed since the initial withdrawal, yet no approval has been sought. For example, the COBE approved Sh200 million for withdrawal on September 25, 2025, for the Registrar of Political Parties to cater for a civil appeal from 2018 involving ODM. The Treasury has yet to regularize this amount. The Controller of Budget has now demanded compliance. She wants the Treasury to submit documentation to Parliament to legitimize the withdrawn funds. She said, and this is crucial, to reduce over-reliance on Article 223 on foreseen expenses, it is necessary to adopt planning, budget practices, and sound expenditure management. This is a seismic shift, but here's what nobody's talking about. This isn't just bureaucratic red tape. This is about accountability. Every shilling spent outside the law is a shilling not accounted for to the people of Kenya. It sets a precedent where the executive can bypass Parliament. Some say it's necessary for urgent spending. Others say it's a blatant disregard for the Constitution. The implications are huge. If foreseen expenses like 6-year-old COVID bills aren't planned for, what does that say about our budget process? The controversy is clear. The Treasury is accused of operating outside the legal framework. But the unanswered question remains, will Parliament hold them to account, or will this become the new normal? We started with Sh43 billion approved outside the law. Now you know the fight to bring it back into the light. Do you think this is a necessary bypass or a dangerous breach of trust? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more breaking news that affects your wallet.